Hvilken din?
Which one is yours? Which one is yours?
Hvilken vei bør vi gå?
Which way should we go? Which way should we go?
Hvilken bok best?
Which book is best? Which book is best?
Hvilken din?
Which one is yours?
Hvilken vei bør vi gå?
Which way should we go?
Hvilken bok best?
Which book is best?
Hvilken kopp tom?
Which cup is empty? Which cup is empty?
Hvilken vei fører dit?
Which road leads there? Which road leads there?
Hvilken film valgte du?
Which movie did you choose? Which movie did you choose?
Hvilken kopp tom?
Which cup is empty?
Hvilken vei fører dit?
Which road leads there?
Hvilken film valgte du?
Which movie did you choose?
Hvilken farge liker du?
Which color do you like? Which color do you like?
Hvilket sete ledig?
Which seat is free? Which seat is free?
Hvilken telefon ringer?
Which phone is ringing? Which phone is ringing?
Hvilken farge liker du?
Which color do you like?
Hvilket sete ledig?
Which seat is free?
Hvilken telefon ringer?
Which phone is ringing?
Hvilken rute raskere?
Which route is faster? Which route is faster?
Hvilken stasjon kommer neste?
Which station comes next? Which station comes next?
Hvilke nøkler mangler?
Which keys are missing? Which keys are missing?
Hvilken rute raskere?
Which route is faster?
Hvilken stasjon kommer neste?
Which station comes next?
Hvilke nøkler mangler?
Which keys are missing?
Hvilken sang spilles?
Which song is playing? Which song is playing?
Hvilket hotell billigere?
Which hotel is cheaper? Which hotel is cheaper?
Hvilken regel gjelder her?
Which rule applies here? Which rule applies here?
Hvilken sang spilles?
Which song is playing?
Hvilket hotell billigere?
Which hotel is cheaper?
Hvilken regel gjelder her?
Which rule applies here?
Hvilken side riktig?
Which side is correct? Which side is correct?
Hvilken idé virker bedre?
Which idea seems better? Which idea seems better?
Hvilken oppgave prioritet?
Which task is priority? Which task is priority?
Hvilken side riktig?
Which side is correct?
Hvilken idé virker bedre?
Which idea seems better?
Hvilken oppgave prioritet?
Which task is priority?
Hvilken bil kjøpte du?
Which car did you buy? Which car did you buy?
Hvilken butikk er åpen?
Which store is open? Which store is open?
Hvilken bil kjøpte du?
Which car did you buy?
Hvilken butikk er åpen?
Which store is open?